Drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. First carry for James Conner. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
I know they got the first down, but, Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU. It's Zach Wilson.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The numbers for Sanders last week, north of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's Wilson to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Calvin Ridley. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. McCann's got it teed up. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Herbert off of play action. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Herbert. The left side throw complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 6 catches, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
And he has 10 touchdowns on the season. When anyone scored that many times, as a former defender, I know exactly what you're talking about before the game. Key on him. Don't let him get in the end zone today, guys. Let's keep him out of there.
On first down, it's Connor. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Herbert now. And it's caught. Touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Red Dragons are an extra point away from drawing level. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. This one caught by Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run at Sanders. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to find his tight end Boyle.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And the Jets are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
McCann now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. McCann's got it teed up. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like
he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Herbert looking deep for Adams. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Connor. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. That'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Creeping up on 1,000, could get there on this drive. So a challenge for him to do that, but also defensively maybe a challenge for them to not allow that.
And that means probably kicking even more coverages to his side. And what that really means is wherever he lines up, you will have a cornerback over in his area. Now instead of blitzing your linebacker, drop him into coverage. Instead of the safety dropping into regular coverage, that safety moves into that area to try to discourage the quarterback from going to him. That means everyone else, win your routes. You've got an opportunity to catch passes now too.
Yeah, a little bit of a cat and mouse game. On second down now. It's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll start by heading out west. State Farm Stadium in Glendale. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front as that game draws closer to halftime. Austin Eckler with a touchdown run. From there, we get up to the Rocky Mountains to check on the Broncos at home in Denver. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Tyler Boyd, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting 49ers. Kyler Murray has thrown a touchdown pass. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team.
Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think
second half will start with a run by Sanders. And he powers his way up past the 30. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They go play action now. Wilson. It's caught by Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Play action. It's Wilson. Sanders has it over the middle. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Ridley here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Sanders, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Second and 8 coming up. To throw is Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the draw, here's Sanders. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Now it's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Second touchdown of the game, number 6.